Hello, beautiful souls. This is Tarot with Thom. Hi, I'm Thom. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. We're going to start off your reading using our beautiful Modern Witch Tarot deck. We're going to get a couple cards of your past energy, where you're coming from, your current energy, perhaps how you're feeling today, and your possible future energy. 2 cards each. All right, let's get started. Let's see what your spirits have to say to you today. Oh, there we go. 1. One more, please, for past energy. Ooh, there we go. 2. Oh, okay, 2 there. Wow. All right. Can we see all these? Yes. Okay. Lovely, lovely. And 2 for possible future energy. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. Beautiful. Let's get started. 9 of Cups, and you got 2 here. King of Cups. Oh my gosh, a Knight of Swords. Wow. Look at that. Look at that trio. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This being in your past energy, you're starting to truly feel the, what's the word? Well, an attitude of gratitude has gotten you far. So you're feeling the wonderful effects. You're feeling the abundance of that attitude of gratitude. All these little cups here add up. This person is grateful for these little things in life, and it builds up to be a beautiful life indeed. And you've also got the sword, the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. Knight of Swords is all about slowing down. Only fools rush in. What do you need to slow down on? King of Cups here. This could be love. King of Cups is the more mature energy when it comes to emotions. See how the water all around him is rocky, but he remains calm. He is emotionally mature. He is emotionally available and present. He doesn't get swept up in other people's emotions. He knows how to stay grounded. He knows how to honor his emotions. He can process them. Knight of Swords has a little more trouble with that. They are all charging in. They're all up in their head. See the clouds around their head. They're not rising above it. Their judgment is a bit cloudy. So something about slowing down here. And these being court cards, this can represent you or somebody else in your life. You could be the King of Cups right now, and somebody in your life is kind of charging forward in something, and you are having to remain calm. You could be the Knight of Swords, feeling like you're rushing, but there is somebody who is calm and present for you. We'll get some clarifying cards that will expand our story here. So 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. So present energy, 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Look at them. They're all battling each other with these sticks. Who's got the biggest step? There's a lot of competition here. This is a card of wanting to step away from competition and really start to find out what separates you from the crowd. You're tired of keeping up with the Joneses. You don't want to keep comparing yourself to others. You don't want to be in competition with anyone anymore. The only person you are in competition with is bettering yourself from who you were the day before. You got it paired up here with the 2 of Pentacles. This is all about balance. Notice how they are balancing these 2 of Pentacles. This is my card of remembering to prioritize yourself, that you cannot pour from an empty cup. That if you are flying in a plane, as they say in the instructions just before you take off, to please put your oxygen mask on first before assisting others with their oxygen mask. It is a great reminder to balance out the priorities and responsibilities of others and the priority of yourself. You want to make sure you give as much energy to yourself as you do others. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. You won't be able to do the balancing act. So stay balanced, stay grounded. Pentacles are all but earthly, so ground. That makes sense. And you got to pair it up here with the Five of Wands. Yeah, you are tired of trying to compete. You want to put those sticks down and be like, you know what? I am my authentic self, and I stand out from the crowd because I'm being my authentic self. I am no longer competing with other people, which is excellent. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, 2 major arcana here in your possible future. The Hierophant and the Tower. Okay. So, I know the Tower can be sometimes a little unnerving to see. But what the Tower is trying to show you is that the universe is always talking to you, always giving you signs and always trying to guide you. And not everyone is open to listening to the signs, seeing the signs, and taking action. And so the universe will get louder and louder and louder until even after you've dug your heels in and said no, the universe says yes. So whereas the Death card is about change, definitely major change happening and accepting that, the Tower card is for those folks who build up their false lives. These people just kept building and building and building up this incredible tower here and got further and further away from being grounded, further and further away from what they're truly meant to be and do in this life, further away from themselves, authenticity. And well, the universe kept trying to tell them, and so had to take major action towards making that change. So the Tower is usually a huge shakeup when you have been very stubborn about making the change yourself. The universe says, okay, this is happening, and it's going to be for the best. The Tower is always in your best interest, even if it's painful, because the lessons that you will learn in that, the growth that you will experience, is beyond your imagination. The universe is helping the tower to crumble so that you can build a solid foundation, so that they can free your hands, so you can build something that you truly want, out of life. And sometimes it really does take a huge shakeup for us to realize, what do we truly want in life? So don't fear the tower. The universe is on your side, even if it hurts. Hierophant. You are your own spiritual authority. In what ways are you feeling like you are being boxed in by other people's opinions or beliefs? These two people here have come to the Hierophant to get some wisdom, to receive the answers to their deep questions, and the Hierophant has it. You have it. Or maybe this is somebody in your life that you are seeking this big change. Maybe the Tower be the big change to start seeking your own spiritual depths. The keys at the feet. That means those are the keys to unlocking your depth, your soul. What is in your soul depths? What do you need to process? What do you need to discover? The Hierophant holds the keys. So go looking. We're going to get some clarifying cards, but something's shaking you up enough that you're going to need the Hierophant as an external person and experience, or for yourself, that you are your own teacher. And it can be both. I mean, a spiritual journey can take many, many forms. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards here. Well, okay. The Queen. All right, we'll put that there. 2 more, please. No, thank you. 1. 2. Oh my goodness. They are flying. Excuse me, cards. Okay, that. 5 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles, please. Ooh, almost. Oh, okay. Oh, almost. There we go. 1 more, please. There we go. The Hierophant and the Tower, please. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. All the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Okay. So you are feeling this attitude of gratitude. You're feeling this wish fulfillment because you finally stood up for what you believe in, even if there were naysayers, even if people ridiculed you. You did not care. Even if you had to stand alone in your belief of what you deserve, in your belief of what is right and just, you stood alone. Now you're reaping the benefits. It makes all the difference. That is some incredible, powerful energy to be coming from the Queen of Swords there. See, how she is sovereign. She is alone. The sword straight up in the air. She's clear. Her head is above the clouds. She is clear-headed. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants to stand up for, needs to stand up for, even if she stands alone. And she has been ridiculed for it. She has been mocked for it. And that does hurt. It's a lonely existence sometimes, but she still does it. She's not afraid to stand against the crowd. And that's what you're doing. You are not conforming. You know what's right for you with great clarity. You know what's right for you. Attitude of gratitude. It is getting to your wish fulfillment despite the naysayers who mean well. Some of them mean well. But you've got to follow your heart. You've got to follow what you know is right. And you have royal energy. This is just royal energy. Good for you. Okay, so I did it like this. We've got the King of Cups clarified. By the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, fantastic. King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune reminds us to stay centered, even with life's ups and downs. If you are rotating on life's wheel on the outside, you are going to be tossed up into the air and feel ungrounded, or you're going to be underneath the wheel and crushed into the ground, and the ups and downs can both be equally painful. The Sphinx here, though, holding the sword meaning the intellect and clarity, they know that, yeah, life is going to happen, but they're in charge of how they respond to it. And they're responding to it by being centered. If you're in the center of the wheel, yes, it keeps on turning, but you are not tossed up and down. So stay centered. Very much so like the King of Cups here, who does remain centered, who knows how to ride out the waves, who does not let themselves get overwhelmed by the water, by the emotions of others, by what's swirling around them. They are open, they are clear, they are honest, they respect their own emotions and honor their own emotions as well as others. They validate it for themselves, and they validate the emotions of others as well. Very centered. This could be somebody in your life that you are looking up to. Look to them and ask them questions and ask them what are the best ways that they have discovered of staying centered, staying emotionally available and open. Or if this is you, others might be seeking your assistance, especially with that Knight of Swords. Someone is going so fast in your life that they need to slow down and move at your pace here. Because you're centered, you're calm, you're chill, you're enjoying life. Or for some of you, you want to feel this way. Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles. Okay, I see where this is going. So whereas the Knight of Swords says, slow down, you're going too fast. The King of Pentacles may be slow because the Pentacles is the slowest suit in the deck. He's going slow and steady with great practicality. He's being very mindful. Notice the grapes on his robes. He has a vineyard, and he gets his hands dirty in his vineyard. He's out there every day tending to the grapes, and he does it with love and reverence. He doesn't wake up every morning thinking, oh, I have to go tend to the grapes. He wakes up every morning no matter how he's feeling, and he draws in that gratitude, that attitude of gratitude where he says, I get to go tend to my vineyard. He gets to. He doesn't have to. He gets to. And that makes all the difference. Whatever you are building towards, slow down. When people say, it's not the destination, it's the journey, it's true, because the journey is where you're going to learn. You're going to get your life lessons. You're going to incorporate the wisdom. So slow down. Big breath. I can already feel you. I feel there's like a heart racing feeling, but then there is that want to just slow down. Life is not a race. It is not a race. You have time. Whatever time you have left is enough time. Remind yourself that. Whatever you are building, you get to do it. You can't rush something that you just planted. You don't get angry at the seed that you planted 2 days ago because it hasn't bore any fruit. Time and patience for what you are building. Slow down. And because the King of Pentacles takes his time and he tends to his vineyard with great reverence and love, his are the sweetest grapes in all the realm, and therefore the sweetest wine. And people from all over the world come to taste the wine. So if you are building towards something that you want to last, let it take the time it takes. Believe me, waiting and letting it blossom on its own time is going to bring so much sweeter reward than if you rush it and don't let it grow at its own pace. That wine will not be sweet, be quite sour. And then you have to do it all over again anyway. So why not just do it right the first time? So calling in that slow and steady, I get to, not have to, that is going to serve you well. And it's good that there's someone like this in your life. Somebody who is emotionally present and centered. This could be a partner, a friend, a business partner. That's someone good to have on your side. You need that King of Cups energy. Okay, so let's move on to the present energy. Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands. So yeah, you're ready to build something new. This is your wand. You are standing above the crowd. You are not playing keeping up with the Joneses. You're done with that. You're done competing with others. The only person you want to compete with is the person who you were the day before. The only person you want to be better than is the person you were the day before. You are building something new. That is what the Ace of Wands means. This is the divine hand, also your higher self, your divine self hand, rising above everything else, rising above the old to build the new with much creativity. There's so much creativity in the wands. You have the creativity and know-how to move beyond this noise of people who want to compete with you. You're rising above that. Excellent work that you are rising above that. You are what you want to build, like here in this King of Pentacles energy, you're going to do so creatively. You might be very well, some of you are well on your way. Some of you are at the beginning stage, and some of you are quite well on your way and in it. Okay, the Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess, yes. So you need to, this is reminding you here that prioritizing yourself and taking the time to move beyond your fear of death and change is going to make all the difference. Move beyond that, of the fear of the clock ticking. Be present in every moment. Bring yourself back to the present. I have a bunch of random alarms set on my phone that go off throughout random parts of the day that remind me to center. So it's great when I hear a little alarm go off. It's this nice little chime. It's not an annoying alarm. It's this beautiful little, like, I don't know, lovely little song. And I'm like immediately like, oh, was I somewhere else? Was I outside of myself? Was I not being present? Back to being present. I highly recommend it. That works well for me. But, take it or leave it. See what works for you. The High Priestess here. So she encourages you to move past the fear of death and change and dive deep into your depths, into the subconscious. As these moons represent the moons on her crown and the crescent moon at her feet. She also reminds you that not everything is so black and white. She sits in between, reminding you that there is some gray area in your life. It isn't me versus them. There is unity. There is us. It's not so black and white. So when you're prioritizing yourself, it's not like, okay, I prioritize myself, so screw the other people, like friends, family, whoever you love. No, it's It's not so black and white. It's I'm prioritizing myself so I can show up for myself and for you. Beautiful. Beautiful energy to be in right now. Good for you for moving past fear. Because everything you want is on the other side of fear. You can be afraid, but still do it. Do it afraid. Okay. Yeah. The Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles. So when you unlock that, unlock all the depths, the secrets, so what you want to know, the keys at the Hierophant's feet. You want to unlock those depths of yours. That is the key to the Ten of Pentacles here, to the abundance, to the bounty, to the legacy, to leaving behind, and take care of the future generations here. This old person right here has definitely worked, built up a beautiful legacy that he's able to leave behind for his family and grandchildren. So whatever you are building towards, the key is to be aligned with your authentic self and higher self, to get curious. What makes you tick? What are you feel like you are lacking in your life? Now remember, we don't lack, we attract. So what do you want to attract? What don't you feel like you have enough of in your life? It could be the spiritual connection. Definitely with the Hierophant here. You are your own spiritual authority. You can seek it from others too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's also about, what is the word? When you grow up with a certain religion or spirituality and you kind of rebel against it because you that's just the youthful way it is. You want to know more. You want to know what else is there. This is just what I was taught about. There's got to be something else. You are off on that journey of finding out what else is there, what actually rings true to me. And even if you are an atheist, which I guess if you're into tarot, you can be an atheist, that's fine. Knowing that we are all energy, that's science. The universe is all energy, science. And that we are affected by energy, and energy affects us. If you know that, that's still knowing, not just believing, but knowing there is something higher than yourself. There is higher energy that affects you, that you can also affect, that you can co-create with the universe. I'm off on a little tangent here, but the point being, even if you're not spiritual, you can still, I don't know the word for it, know that you can co-create the universe. That's how I'll leave it. So that you can dive deeper into yourself, into knowing yourself, and truly be open and free to leave behind that legacy and build it for yourself too. You get to enjoy it in this lifetime as well. I mean, absolutely. It's not just for the future generation, but I can see you want to leave something behind for the people you love. Okay, I love this. The Fool to the Tower, yes. Okay, so the universe is saying to you right now, yeah, the Tower moment is going to happen. It's if you have been digging in your heels and there's something has got to break so that you can start the journey, the Fool's journey, number 0, the very beginning of the Fool's journey, to take that leap of faith, to start. You're not starting from nothing. The Tower moment's going to teach you immensely. You'll be coming from a place of wisdom. And with that wisdom, you can take the leap of faith into the next adventure. Also a reminder to have faith, take that leap of faith, when the Tower moment happens. Know that all will be well, all will work out. That is excellent. Excellent to see the Fool here paired up with the Tower. That's some great balance right there. Okay, so we'll run through this one more time real quick, and then I will finish off with the Sword of Light Archangel Michael Oracle deck. And I'll let you be on your jolly way for this beautiful Monday morning, or afternoon or evening, whenever you're joining me. Okay. By standing up for what you believe in, even if you've had to stand alone, even if you've had to be or faced with ridicule, you've done it, you're doing it. You stand up for what you believe in, And you're reaping the benefits. This is the wish fulfillment card, the Nine of Cups. Attitude of gratitude. You are grateful for all the abundance in your life. You are seeing the abundance because you finally spoke up and stood up for what you believe in. There's a King of Cups possibly in your life who is emotionally stable, emotionally mature, emotionally available, who you see all life is still going on chaotic, but they remain calm. And they validate your feelings, and they validate their own feelings and their own emotions. They are a safe person to talk to. They are reminding you that, yeah, life goes crazy up and down, but they stay centered. They remind you to stay centered. This will help you navigate life and not feel crushed by it or tossed up into the air and feeling ungrounded. So it's excellent to have a King of Cups in your life. And the Knight of Swords, you might be feeling rush. You want to rush into this project that you have that's going to bring you abundance. Don't rush. Be like the King of Pentacles. He has a very successful vineyard because he wakes up every day and he says, I get to do this. The attitude of gratitude, that change in attitude makes all the difference. Someone could be doing the same job, but if someone wakes up every day and says, I have to do this, they're going to feel miserable. Remember, the universe always says yes. So if you think life is awful, the universe is going to say yes. If you wake up and say, I get to do this, and you feel like life is beautiful, the universe will say yes. So be like the King of Pentacles. Slow down. Tend to your projects, to your legacy, what you are working on, your hobby, whatever it is, whatever your passion. It's your passion, honestly. If you want to race so bad towards it, it's your passion. But slow down. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Slow and steady wins the race. You are so done competing with others. You are building creatively. You are building above that. You're building something new because you're ready to leave this mess and chaos behind. Excellent to see the Ace of Wands there. And you are balancing out your priorities here. And remember to prioritize yourself and seek the depths and move past fear of change and death, because you know within your depths that is where the answers lie. And not everything is so black and white. But there is gray. There's definitely a gray area. And you are making sure that you put on your own oxygen mask first now. And you'll find that you're actually much more beneficial to others, and especially yourself, when you do that. And your possible future energy here. You are your own spiritual authority. Seek out those depths. Use the keys to unlock those depths, those secrets within you, those depths within you. And it will help towards your prosperity, the abundance, the legacy you're leaving behind. You must be your authentic self and be aligned with your higher self in order for that to happen. And the Tower moment will come, but you will be like the Fool. It will free you. You will take a leap of faith. You'll get to start over again, but not from scratch, not from ground zero. You will be able to start with so much more experience under your belt. There's so much more wisdom behind every action you take. So don't fear the Tower. Roll with it. It's just painful when you try to resist it. Look pretty good. Look pretty good for this week coming up. Stay open. Wake up every morning with an attitude of gratitude that I get to do this. And have that leap of faith like the Fool. Keep that mindset. Attitude of gratitude, leap of faith. All right, we're going to finish up with the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. I'd like to get a final card from this deck that might address something that wasn't addressed here. A message for you, or a little bit of comfort, advice, a little final bit of comforting words here. All right, who's going to come out and play? Just one card, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. All right, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some more information on that. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. I think that always the truth. Expect the unexpected. Number 42. Okay. In the forgetting of your oneness with Source that accompanies your earthly incarnation, it can be easy to fall into belief that your prayers are unheard or unanswered. My darling child, this is simply not true. It is never true. I and all the other angels have deep compassion for you, laboring under this misconception. What may be true is that you are not getting the answer you expected, so you do not recognize it as an answered prayer. A different path to joy than the one you envisioned may be in progress for you. Or perhaps you are distracted by life in such a way that you don't even realize that you're being spoken to by heaven. In the human experience, the timing of an answered prayer can also be confusing. You are impatient and you want the answers to your prayers now. But sometimes waiting for the right moment to receive the answer is as much a part of the process as the answer itself. Use this affirmation. Every single prayer is being answered in perfect timing. Ask your guardian angels and me, Archangel Michael, to help amplify the answer to your prayers so that it is clearly heard, and we will happily do so. Just ask and you will receive. Isn't that the phrase, ask and you shall receive? You can also ask me for the patience necessary to keep up your faith when the timing of the answer is challenging. So in the meantime, if you need some assistance in keeping the faith, they were also there for you. That is beautiful. Your prayers are being answered. Yes, they are. And I see that here in the reading. You're being pushed to align with your higher self a lot more. You are showing the universe, you're showing up to the universe and saying, I stand up for what I believe in. I am happy to be doing the work I'm doing towards bettering myself and bettering my situation. And your answers are going to your prayers are going to be answered and are being answered. And if you don't feel like you can hear those prayers, just call upon your guardian angels to amplify it. Let me hear better. Please show me in a way that I can really see it. And they do. They will absolutely show that to you. So whoever you believe in, whoever you pray to, ask them. They will answer. This is beautiful. All right, we will wrap up. We'll wrap this up. See, who are you? You know what? You are the King of Pentacles. You are slow and steady. You are in the attitude of gratitude and the attitude of I get to, not I have to. I hope that resonated with you. Take what fits, leave the rest. If you've got a friend or family member who you think this would resonate with, send them my way. I'll take good care of them. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you immensely. I love my job so much. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh gosh, I can't think of wanting to do anything more than be here for you like this. So thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I do post every day. So if you'd like to be the first to know, if you were on the East Coast, I post every morning at 3 a.m., the witching hour. I just thought that was appropriate. All right. As always, like if you liked it. And if you vibe with my vibe and you enjoy my energy, then please go ahead and subscribe.